Hello and welcome to the Warhammies. Today we're going to be covering my Ogryn Build. This is all about using the Power Maul to knock enemies around and the Ripper Gun to shred through targets. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Let's get into the build. We're going to be running the Mark 1 Power Maul and the Mark 5 Ripper Gun. For the Power Maul, we're going to be running Power Surge and Skull Crusher. Now, Power Surge is a really unique ability because the Power Maul on charged hit causes suppression in an area. It's really handy to use and give your team a bit of breathing room. For Skull Crusher, essentially it's just going to let us do more damage. Because the Power Maul, we've got a lot of impact behind our swings, we're going to be knocking things about quite a bit already. So the extra damage is quite nice, which is why I've taken it over the extra impact. In terms of our dump stat, we're looking at defences here, because we want this thing to hit as hard as possible. For the perks, I'm just running Carapace Armour, just to help us do some additional damage against them, and 25 damage against Maniacs. This helps us deal with Rages, as well as Trappers and Mutants, which are going to be a bit of an annoyance for this build. Onto the Ripper Gun. Now, there's a reason we're going to be using the Mark 5, but firstly, let's have a look at the blessings and perks. So we're going to be using Blaze Away and Fire Frenzy. Now, the reason for this is, while they're not the best perks for use for the Ripper Gun, this allows us to delete hordes from the screen, especially if we can get ourselves a stim. It is a really, really powerful ability. In terms of perks, we're going to be looking at Flak Armour to help us deal with the ranged attacks, and then Unyielding just for Reapers, really, because they're a bit of an annoyance in this build. If you get pinned down, you're going to be struggling to deal with them, so it's just allows us to do that bit of extra damage. The Ripper Gun Mark 5 actually has a fantastic hipfire shot, which is what we're mainly going to be using, hence why the stability stat is only at 61, range is at 79. I do have one that I need to level up, just this one will do for the video. For the curios, we're going to be looking at 20% max health with some additional max health and toughness, additional toughness with some toughness and max health, and the same curio here. Now, I'm running sprint efficiency on this just to allow our Ogryn to close the gap to some of those ranged enemies, because that's where this build is going to get caught out. Let's hop onto the talents. For the talents, we're going to be taking a bit of a strange route down the tree, so just bear with me. Firstly, we're just going to branch left and pick up Furious, the best defense, and toughness boost. Furious gives us additional damage on melee hit for our next melee hit. And the best defense allows us to regen toughness. So the Power Maul's heavy attack that I'll show you in testing is a wide sweep, which is really handy for just clearing hordes and knocking them about. On top of this, we're just going to be picking up the 25% toughness boost here. Also, we're going to be picking up Heavyweight, which allows us to do extra damage against Bulwarks, Crushers, and Plague Ogrins. Linchpin, which gives us extra toughness coherency regen, and the toughness boost. Now, we want to pick up both these toughness boosts to kind of increase our survivability in melee. Going down, we're going to be picking up Bombs Away. Now, I really like Bombs Away, but you can switch this out for the Frag Bomb if you'd like. The only issue is you won't be able to pick up Slam. So Slam increases the impact bonus on our melee attacks. The Power Maul already has a really high impact, but this increases it further. Then we've got Soften Them Up. The enemies damaged by us take 15% more damage for 5 seconds. So the more we hit them, the more damage they take. Then get Toughness damage reduction. And then pick up Loyal Protector. Activate it. We taunt enemies within 8 meters, making them attack only us for 15 seconds. Now, what the ability doesn't tell you, it also has a knockback. We're then going to be picking up Go Again, so every time we stagger an enemy, we replenish the cooldown of Loyal Protector, and then Big Lungs, just to increase its radius. Now, quickly branch off right to get the reload speed, and then the Ammo Stash. Now, the reason I like to pick up Ammo Stash is the Ripper Gun will go through ammo like no tomorrow. So, Ammo Stash helps us keep that up and stops us from hoarding so much ammo from the team. Jump left to get the Rending, and then Batter. As we all know, the frustration with Ogryn builds is Crunch is just a waste of an ability. I wish it activated similar way to Thrust and it built up, kind of an innate thrust on all your weapons, but sadly it's not. And normally you can get 2 heavy melee attacks off before you get the 1 bonuses from Crunch, so it's not worth it. So going down, get the extra heavy melee damage, and then get Bonebreaker's Aura, which gives us more heavy melee attack damage. Pick up the melee damage, branch off quickly right to get toughness boost, then pick up Delight in Destruction. Now, this gives us some damage resistance per bleeding enemy in melee range, which is what we're going to be doing with every Halloween melee swing. So we should really be sitting at, what, 48% damage resistance if we keep on clearing those hordes. Pick up the toughness replenishment below 33% health, just because when we have that bonus, we'll start to regen all of our toughness that keeps us in the fight. No Stopping Me, heavy attacks becoming uninterruptible, really handy with the Power Maul. And toughness damage reduction here. Up a 15% damage reduction while charging your melee attacks, so it ties in very nicely with No Stopping Me. Heavy melee damage boost, and then Heavy Hitter. Heavy Hitter essentially stacks 5 times, and each stack we get 5% damage on heavy attack hits. Then we're going to branch left quickly and get just getting started. So while heavy hit is at 5 stacks, you gain 10% attack speed, which is really handy when using the Power Maul because it attacks fast already. And then brutish momentum. Essentially, the duration is refreshed by light attacks. Really handy, so when we build up to those 5 stacks, we just want to mash it to regen it a bit. We can just use some light attacks, which are really handy with the charged attack. Let's hop into some testing. For the Power Maul, the light swings are vertical, with some side to side. First 2 are strike downs, and then the ones after that will hit enemies. But your heavy attacks are wide sweeps. Really handy when dealing with hordes. The Power Maul also has a charged attack. Just press your alternate fire button. The push attack sweeps everything to the right. So with the extra impact, sometimes you can knock things about. Just be cautious when you're using the heavy attacks. You will kind of have to alternate where you're standing to make sure you're hitting the most enemies. The Ripper Gun, the Mark V, is unique because it's burst fire. But this is almost like a sniper. If we brace it, you'll notice it won't do as much damage. Now this is to do with some weird facts of how shotguns work in Darktide. There's like a set amount of damage they do due to amount of pellets hits. There are loads of videos out there of kind of the ins and outs of it, especially those who are like min-maxers. Handy to watch if you want to know, but the main thing is it's weird. There's like a set amount of damage they do, which actually makes them really effective at range. But when you brace them, you don't get that buff, so only for the hipfire. As a bayonet attack, it's actually quite powerful, and, interestingly enough, similar to the grenade launcher's melee attack, alternate fire, it applies bleed. So, if you're in a pinch, 2 stabs will kill most things. 3 if it's rages. Now, while showing you the Ripper Gun, one of the main things I want to point out is this thing is an anti-sniper weapon. You can see the sniper over there, he's 34 meters. You know how I talked about that weird bug with regards to a certain amount of pellets hitting? Well, we just killed the sniper. Most other guns wouldn't be able to do this, but this is a weird fact of the Mark V Ripper Gun. It's really handy when killing enemies from a distance. Box of grenades, you know what they do. Hit an enemy, they explode, and they stagger everything in the area. Means you can get revive off if you're quick. But the main thing I want to show you quickly about the Power Maul is just the suppression effect. You'll notice that those enemies, well, they should start cowering. It's more obvious with the gunners. There you go. So when you get a horde of armoured enemies, and you just do that, you'll essentially stunlock them. As long as you charge up and light attack as quick as you can, it'll suppress them. Now the suppress range is about 12 meters. It's a handy little tool. Loyal Protector, we all know what it does, but the main thing is the knockback. You can use that to stun enemies or to push them off allies. Now the main point of this build is what we want to do is stack up heavy hitter. We stack it up to 5, and then actually, our light attacks attack quite quickly. And we knock everything around. Just maybe not mutants. But that's it. There's not much else to this build. It is a simple build, but it is fun. Also, the one reason why we take the extra ammo on the Ripper Gun is just if you are encountering a horde, with the perks we've got, you can just chew through them. Main thing is, just make sure to control the recoil, because this thing will kick. Yeah, so my Ogryn's like breacher build is an interesting way to play Ogryn. Unfortunately, most Ogryn melee revolves around chain heavy attack. But what I like about the Power Maul is actually its light attacks, because they're so fast, it has the capacity to actually do some proper damage. Father Crucifist. Yeah, the reason we've got for sprint efficiency as well is this build can be quite slow, and sometimes just closing down that gap can make life or death decisions. I know I normally wouldn't, but I just want to show you something. I mean, it probably would help if we weren't shooting armor. Pop that, and swing into the enemies. Well, I'm not going to go down there. It's about a gas. Cracking start to the mission, lads. Oh, I managed to survive that pox gas. I'm captain team. A sniper? Haha. I got ya. Just someone please get that box burster. So the main thing is just let the gun reset when you're doing this range damage. Oh, I just tank a sniper shot. So I gave it that additional toughness. I think this is the most toughness I've ever run on an Ogryn. Oh, I hate these. There's so many muty modifiers at the moment. just so many of them. So the suppression doesn't work on the muties as far as I'm aware, but your taunt does. So make sure to pop it to stagger them before they charge you. And then I'll just turn around and save my ally. I'm caught on something. Oh no, a small-sized jeep. That's a lot of snipers. Risky maneuver. Oh, I just knew that was going to be the timing. As soon as I did it, I was like, I bet you it's going to come around the corner. But this gun's also got heavy stagger as well, which is really handy to have. Oh. So, you know, sometimes the director just says no. Nope. As I said, bulwarks are sometimes the bane of this build. I'll get you. Or maybe I won't. There we go. That should help. Oh, thank you, bot. You did the dream. It just seems like a non-stop horde. Bonk. Right. There's the reason we take the extra ammo is because it's actually a really effective Ogryn range weapon. But this is without many of the range buffs, because the extra suppression damage, this thing does a fair amount of suppression. Oh, where is the demon host? It's in. Oh yeah, no, that is going to be a negative. Demon host. Okay. Oh. What modifiers are there? Just waves of everything. True Darktide moment. Simon's doing something. I can hit it through a wall. So we're going to save our... Oh, saw him. He's not dead, though. Just trying to clear the ads around my team. I'll just let them just manage the beast of Nurgle. Hooray for high impact on weapons. Actually can knock Reapers out of a stun. So when I initially kind of designed this build, I wasn't actually running with the extra impacts. I was running the Ogryn like the frag bomb nuke, but found after a while actually it's better to have the boxes. Also, the I got you. We need to move. Pox gas is about to go. Well, this is not good. Although, that said, we're alright currently. Because the toughness regen. There's just so many enemies. Oh, heard him. Yep, throwing me towards my allies. Right, that should... Oh, it's just so many enemies. Nope. I pick that up, give that to Simon. Where is he? So this would be a perfect point. I wish there was an armoured enemy. But actually, just even utilising the basic stun, just knock myself around. Oh, teammate spawned. I got him. Cover me, Mr. Donuts. The tactical withdrawal. This has been one vicious Maelstrom mission. Either that or I'm very out of practice. Bonk. Bonk. There he is. Alright, where's Simon? I'll give him this med syringe. Although, isn't there the Medicae upstairs? Simon, come here. Simon, stop dodging. Ah. Right. Thanks, Simon, for the shout after I've taken the damage. There we go. There we go. Right. No, oh, just as I go to charge up my attack. Just stop digging. Oh, no. Also, this makes great fun for knocking maulers around. Oh, it's going to be vicious. Tactical Ogryn jump. Parkour. No, that is not lost. But it's also the reason we took sprint efficiency is for these. Look at that. Am I regening? There we go. That's up there now. I don't think Ogryn had a regain stamina on dodge ability. Bonker. Alright, we need to get suppression off. And there you go. Trying to show you the ability, and everyone keeps using stunning, like, ultimates. There you go. Look at that. Okay. I'm coming, Mr. Donuts. Oh. See, Ogryn's sprint with these things so fast. Oh, did it just... Oh, no, it's okay. It's still below us. I need to get my heavy stacks back. I need to get my extra damage. But then it's also the 10% attack speed is huge on Ogryn. Look at that. Oh, not more grenades. They're just everywhere. Bonk. Alright, I'm going for the item. Got me, guys. Zoom, zoom. We're alive. This has not been a friendly Auric mission. See, there we go. It knocks all those enemies back. And you can chain it consistently. Cause them slight freak out. It's brilliant. And especially if you hit flak armored enemies, the range is increased. Makes this weapon so much better. I'm always a fan of running like unique weapon abilities. I know I say that and then I haven't got like can opener on the Ripper, but because I don't envision myself bayoneting with the Ripper that much. Just need someone to press the button. Dud's going for it. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh. Also, perk of the Ripper gun. Doesn't really work when your sensitivity is as low as mine, but you get the drift. But yeah, it's a really handy way to like clear your way out. Just it can be chained by just doing light attacks. But just try and make sure before you do, you get the additional heavy hitter bonus, but it doesn't affect newsies. It's just non-stop. There we go. Bonk. 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 I'll get you in a second. There we go. Thank you. I needed that bonus. Yeah, I don't think 80 meters is going to work. You know what? I need to get past. Oh. Bonk, bonk. Interesting that he didn't try and rush me. Where are my team? Thanks, Simon. National hero. Always fun to time your hits. Yeah, this mission has just been vicious, though, in terms of sport. That sounds like a boss. Oh, yep. Please throw me out. I want to get down. Oh, dear. Need to just build up to those 5 stacks of heavy hitter. Woo. Oh, that's a lot of dogs. Nope, another dog. Another dog. If only I had a shotgun that would be really effective at clearing a crowd. But yeah, don't be afraid to use this gun to clear crowds. It is one of the absolute benefits of this weapon. What is our ally still doing up there? There we go. You notice when I'm concentrating, so I'll go quiet. Beautiful. Oh no. Thud is not long for this world. I cannot believe we just survived that. Oh. Refresh my grenades and ammo. I just traded all my health for a demon host kill. There we go. Pop. An effective use of taunt there, just to stagger the enemies. But again, rages should be no issue for this build at all. With the extra damage we've got and the extra impact, we just knock them about. Only thing is, just trying to be grabbed. Just so much going on. Grenades for people. Alright, they'll all be focused on me. Just gonna throw this in there. It's just these muties. There's just so many of them. What? What? I swung over his head. I mean, kudos for Darktide to having, like, good hitboxing, but annoying hitboxing. I used to try the Bully Club, actually. Like, I haven't really been a fan of, like, those one-handed Ogryn weapons. Everything's caught in this corner. It's just constant. No, I want to get Mr. Donuts up. Move like Thud. Be like Thud. Oh, thank you, Mr. Donuts. Alright, let's get on the bridge. As you can see, a lovely suppression effect. I'd like to see it kind of do some extra damage as well. Almost like a thunder hammer kind of bonk. So I remember when this weapon came out, I think that's what people mainly thought it was going to be, but actually it just was a Power Maul. It's just like hordes of everything. Oh, hop down. Well, might as well. I'm sure those who watch my videos know I don't use syringes more than often enough. It's just ridiculous, this thing's range. Oh, and he's called Sport Team. Oh, gunners. Cleared the top line. I'll help you. I'll take that. I am in a terrible position. Just not a hop down. Okay, get him. As you can see, the suppression like knocks enemies back within a certain range as well. They're just clearing out hordes as well. This thing's got excellent knockback. Oops, get out of here, because that dog. Just trying to clear out these gunners. They're just non-stop. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen when it's only when there's like 3 enemies around. Thank you. As you can see, this gun is just not as effective at range when you but the recoil just goes crazy. Ammo for all. And just work your way through, charging out those heavy attacks, stunning things within a 12-meter radius. It's about 12 meters, I think. You can read it in depth on the stats page of the weapon. A run up the hill. That was a vicious Auric mission. But there you go. That's another Ogryn build for you today. That is my Breacher build. It is an interesting style of gameplay, which involves around kind of stuns and suppression, and then using the Ripper gun to snipe enemies. It is amazing how effective this Ripper gun is. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, and if you didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments down below why. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.